we're hanging a Philip Jeffries acrylic coated wall covering. Really good stuff. But when you hang wallpaper in a bathroom or in a room, but especially in a small bathroom like this, these walls are 7 feet at their longest wide from door to toilet. And then behind the camera, you have a 4.5 foot wall wide. So you know that when you have this much connection in the wall covering, right? If you don't connect in the corner, you're gonna have 8 feet of disconnection. And it's very visible. And a lot of wallpaper hangers do that. They'll let the beginning and the end meet in the corner. But if you think about it, you shouldn't do that. Hold on, I see something. Don't go anywhere. I see glue on my wallpaper, and that's normal. Very nice. Okay. So if you think about it, I want you to understand why we do this. You know when you begin and end the wall covering, it's not going to meet, unless you have a miracle, right? So where you meet the beginning and the end should be the shortest distance from top to bottom. And if you're going to have a mismatch, wouldn't it be good to have it somewhere over here, which is only 9 inches at most? Okay, with that in mind, what you want to do is you want to use the pattern to make it look like it fits. You're not just going to have a mismatch. You're going to try to do what's called a fake out. So just watch what I'm doing. Now we have this part, which was installed about 4 hours ago. And we have this part. What I love about what I'm doing right now is that I prepared these walls and none of the substrate is coming up. I'm going to tell you what the secret is to successfully hanging wallpaper without getting lots of bubbles underneath it. Do your walls and come back the next day and hang it. Don't do it the same day. All the oxygen is escaping out of your substrate, in your joint compound, in your mud, and then the primer that you put on it. Let it dry. Let it air out. And you see, none of the wall is coming off on this. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna cut a little of that out. Now watch this. Can they see? Ellos pueden ver qué estoy haciendo?
Sí, señor.
Gracias. My helper said that was the top. I don't think so. Okay. He was probably joking with me. Yeah, he was joking because that was not the top. Okay. So please come close and zoom in. Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that we meet up here. All right, that's obvious. But watch this now. We don't meet over on the right. Sorry about all the noise. I'm really sorry. Oh boy, that's noisy. Let me stop it. Now, I suggest to you who view this video, use an X-Acto knife. It's a more stable blade and you get a more precision cut if you're new at this, okay? I'm going to be using a cartridge blade and I'm comfortable with that. Okay. But I want you to use an X-Acto knife. And I'm going to get one myself. If somebody could just remind me to buy one when I'm at the store. Oh gosh, that was bad. All right. Okay. Now, let's let's get rid of this excess here. See, I want to let the cameraman see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to cut the excess off, okay? Because I don't need all of this. Okay, so, but you don't want to cut, you want to use the pattern to your advantage, okay? You may want to go all the way over and cut it to make it look like it matches. Let's try that, all right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see that this now matches, right? This piece matches, but it doesn't match over here, does it? So I don't want to cut it because I don't want to cut my corner. But if I cut this, and let me just simulate cutting it, all right? Let's just say that I decided to cut it to my corner. This is what I'm talking about. That's what you're going to have in your corner. Guess what? It doesn't look too bad, does it? Stupid me. I should have just done that, right? Doesn't look too shabby. I got to tell you the truth. But what I like about what we have here is that the gold on this sheet is meeting up with gold underneath it. Guess what? I can make this look right. I can make it where it fits in. It's never going to match because it's a mismatch. You understand why, obviously, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut around this thing. And I'm going to be looking behind the top sheet often. I'm going to take it up, and I want you to do this at home too. Listen, I don't care if you never hung wallpaper. You can do this. That's really all I have to tell you. You can do this. All right? So now, if I'm smart, I'll use a pencil. And here's why. I want to know where my wall covering ends, so that I'm not wondering. You can cut it too short and you look like a real idiot. Okay, so you don't want to do that, right? Okay, so this is where my wallpaper underneath ends. So I know my cut has to exceed to the right of this pencil mark. Okay, we know that now. I want this in here. I don't want it, this is too big of a geometric pattern to get rid of. So I already know I'm going to try to cut around this and work this piece in. Okay, see, now I have a gray line here, right? And guess what? I have one here. And look, they don't meet, but I think I could make it where it looks like it does. How's that? Let's try that. Again, you can't, it doesn't always work out perfectly. Okay. See, we don't want this gray line in here, because if we do, it's hitting over gold, right? So tell you what, do we want to go all the way to the end? We can do this. Look at this. If we do this, we can do this. You see what I like about this? We got solid. Let's call this beige. Solid beige, solid beige. Wow, all the way to this. Wow, guess what, folks? Guess what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it over here. 60% of my sheet here has a matching pattern underneath it. Okay, it's beige up until right here. And then I have gray under here. And then if I just follow this line over here, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here I go, folks. Okay, I'm pushing hard now. Come on. I gotta push hard. Now, don't think you're gonna remember what the pattern looks like. You gotta keep checking it out, all right? Okay. So I'm gonna go up this thing. Come up here. So here's what I'm gonna do. Come up here. You know what? I'm gonna do it right to here. And the rest, guess what? Is all beige. Now, this is why I say use an X-Acto knife. Because you need a stable blade. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how I did. Not too bad, right? Come on. What do you think, folks? Some will say, you should have gone 2 inches to the right, a little to the left. What are you doing? And of course, I'll be from New York. Okay, folks. And that is what's called a fake out. What is a fake out? When you join the beginning of the job to the end of the job, when you have a busy pattern like this. That's a fake out. Take a look at that beautiful work. Can you pan the camera? Mostra a la gente el cuarto. Soltar. Gracias, señor. Sí. Y aquí también otra vez. Yo quiero mostrarles la parte, gracias. Estoy aprendiendo el lenguaje de español hace 3 meses y mi ayudante está enseñándome cómo hablar español en los vídeos para enseñarte.
Para enseñarme.
Enseñar a la gente.
Exacto, muy bien.
Okay, folks, there it is. That's your fake out. Now, when you're in a bathroom, you're not going to see that. You might see it, but you're not going to be. That's not going to catch your eye. Look, you got to work with what you have, and that is a discretionary decision made by you, the paper hanger. This is Spencer Colgan. Thanks for watching our video on how to do a fake out. Please subscribe to our channel, click on like, and tell me how much you love me. Thanks for watching. Just kidding.